Hi, Scrappy friends, and welcome to the second layout in this series of Keeping It Simple, where we are focusing on using pre-made borders. So I made the borders in the first video, and if you haven't seen that, it will be linked at the end of this video. So I made all the borders in that first video, and now I'm back to use the border on a layout. This was the birthday border that I made, and I will admit it's a pretty large border. I'm not quite comfortable using such wide borders, but I have it and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to record this story of my daughter's 10th birthday. Let me put that aside. So we have the scraps from our first layout, which looks like they got a little bent, waiting for me to create this. And then I'm also bringing in 2 additional blue pieces from the Party Time collection, and then a piece of white cardstock because I will be using this to pretty much wallpaper with the 2 papers from Party Time as well as the border. It's going to completely cover up the white. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with this piece of blue paper that has words on it that say happy birthday. I have my gray mat ready to go because I am going to use it to help me line up everything. Now this is a directional piece, so I want to make sure I'm trimming it the right direction. So since I want it to go horizontally on my layout, then I need to turn it. And let's do it this way. Okay, and I'm going to make this one a 5 1/4. So that'll be for the top part of the page, and then I will bring in the striped paper again. The direction matters. I want my stripes to be running vertically for my layout, so I'll put it in this way. And for this one, again, I'm going to do 5 1/4. You could make these a little thinner if you want to, but I wanted to have a little bit of playing around room. My border is going to cover up some of this. Okay, so I'll put half at the top and half at the bottom, very similar to our half and half design that we're always doing. And then our border this time is going to go right in the middle. That's our page design. Border in the middle, half a piece at the top, half at the bottom. Works great if you have a piece that you like both sides. This would be perfect. I'll put one horizontal photo down here, and the other 2 will go right at the top up here. Okay, and that's my page layout. I only have 3 photos for this, so it works out perfectly. I have my embellishments sitting right here ready to go, but first I do want to cut some mats for these. So let me scoot some of this around, and let's start with this bottom picture right here. I did like the backside of the stripes are these cute little dots, and I liked it because it's on white paper, so I thought it would be great to mat it with this first. And I just want a small trim. This photo is 3 1/2 by about 5 1/4. So let's see what we have here. Yep, if I do 5 1/2, that should be perfect. And then we'll turn it to be 3 3/4. Let's see if that's gonna fit. Yes, perfect. I just wanted a little bit of white matte because I feel like it's with all the blue in the photo and the blue background that it might have gotten lost. So I like that. And then I'm going to bring in this blue piece and give it a double matte. So I went 4 inches this time, and then 5 3/4 inches this direction. So I'm just getting a little bit bigger each time. And let's see. Yep. I like that. The blues match nicely, and the white really helps to pop out that photo. Okay, so I like that one. Now up here, I would like to bring in more of the colors that I used here. So I want to bring in that red. My photos are 3 3/4, so I'm going to make this a 4-inch cut so that it'll make a nice little thin frame around, a mat around it. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. Yeah. Nice. And then with the, I'm going to also bring in some yellow because our border has a lot of yellow and I'd like to bring in a little bit more. And again, I'll just do a 4 by 4-inch square with this yellow. It's the back side is the candles. Okay, so there we go. I like those two mats. Okay, so while I'm looking at this, I think I want to try maybe a little bit lighter blue, maybe something from up here in the packages down here at the bottom. So let me bring back in the trimmer one more time. I have a couple pieces of blue scrap laying here. I have a piece of blue, light blue cardstock, as well as this light blue paper from a Totally Tonal pack. Let's see, let's just go 4 inches this way. Let's see if we're just gonna like this, and 5 3/4 this way. At least we have two options here. And if not, we can bring in the solid colored cardstock as well. So here it is on one side of the blue. Let's see. Oh, I do like that. I like that one a lot. I think it's going to show up a lot more in person than it does. Let's try this side. Nope, I do like this. This one is a little bit more vibrant. Just for fun, let's go ahead and cut the light blue and see which one we like better. Nope, I do like this one. Now I think that this blue does show up much better in person than it's showing up on the camera because it looks darker in the camera, but it's pretty noticeable in person. So yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Helps to bring in a little bit lighter photo. I felt like it was getting washed out with the dark blue one. So we'll just move all that forward into another layout. Let's get ready to embellish. So I do need a journaling box. So my goal for the year is to always start with my journaling box and a title. So I brought in a few journaling boxes that I had in my stash. I thought these colors went really good because they had a lot of the colors that we had in our pre-made border. Okay, so let's see here. Let's start. Now I am seeing right away that all of these are very small, and I want to make it appear bigger because it looks really tiny next to my photo, and of course I could tuck it in. But let me bring in a piece of white scrap paper. This is about the size of a photo. I don't quite need it this big, but we can decide which one we like better. And I can trim it down. Okay, let's see. And there's that one. Yeah, I think I like the frame the best. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't want it, like I said, I don't want it quite that big. So let's reduce the size to about 4.5 inches. And let's keep the height. I think the height might be okay. Bring it closer to our photo. We can maybe even tuck it in if we want. And then my idea is to put my journaling box behind it. But I was just thinking maybe I like this dotted paper that I used over here would be really cute as a journaling area for this. So let me cut off a little bit of this. Yep, and that's going to make a very cute journaling box. I could journal right on top of there. Okay, so we'll put that something like this. We can tilt it like that. In fact, I think if I tilt it, I would maybe want to tilt these a little bit, have it kind of tucking under the border, and then maybe tilt this as well. Maybe put some distance between those two. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let me pause there for a moment. I want to get my pictures adhered down, the paper adhered down. I think I'm going to leave the border loose for a little bit while I still play with exact photo placement. Then I will be right back. Hold on. Okay, so we're back, and I did adhere down the blue background pieces, and I went ahead and kind of lightly adhered down the border. I can still tuck in there, but I wanted to adhere it down because I tucked these photos under it a little bit, angled this one slightly, and so I wanted to make sure that was in place. And I did one other thing here with the journaling box is I decided I loved the polka dot paper, and so I wanted it to be as the white paper here instead of having that stark white. So I cut out the same size pattern paper as I had as the white, and so now I do need to figure out what I'm going to back this with. So I'm going to bring in my journaling box here, and you probably saw me with this create this box when I did my journaling video, which I will have posted at the end of this video as well. And so in here I keep little scraps of paper, different ones that I've used. And here's a piece of white lined. White lined is kind of my go-to. This one will work just fine. Yep, so let me just trim that. I think we decided it was less than 2. So it's 1 3/4. Okay, and I'll put that scrap back in there as well. Put that aside. And then that way I'll have some lines in here. And then, yes, I do. I like that a lot better. Okay, and it still gives me this room down here to embellish a little bit as well. My title's going to go up here. And what I would like to do for my title is I had a couple things from my stash. It says, "It's your day, celebrate." So the title is going to say "Celebrate, it's your day." And it's going to go right up here. And what I would like to do is maybe bring in some more of our colors that we've used in our layout. So I also brought in my 3-in-1 beveled tag punch because it is a birthday, and I do think that tags go perfectly for birthdays. And let's see if I have some scraps here. Let's go ahead and make a 2.5-inch tag. Let's see if we like it. So I'm going to probably bring in a little bit of each of the colors. So the blue, the yellow, and the red. There we go. And I'm going to tuck that in. It's another reason I left my border not quite adhered all the way down. Okay, and then this will come down here. This celebrate will go up onto some foam tape. So I like that. I like that because it's bringing in a lot of the colors from our border as well. So what else? Let's see about yellow and red. So I could do either a 2-inch. Let's see, how big is this one? Okay, let's try a 2-inch and see. Move that aside for a moment. That's kind of cute. And then for the red, I have enough here. I can try another 2-inch, or I can even do a 1-inch tag. Let's try 2 inches first. If we don't like it, I'll cut a 1-inch. This one I think is going to be really big. Let me trim it down just a tad. Okay, it's kind of cute. I thought it was going to be a little bit big. Let me trim down the yellow one as well. It's going to be tucked under anyway, so even if I don't cut it straight. There we go. I like that a lot. I put the yellow the furthest from the yellow, and so that the red, it's not like the yellow isn't too close to the other yellow. Okay, so that's really cute. And then again, let's put our title back in so we can play with the placement a little bit and then pop that up. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of foam tape. Just do it now so we can play around. Okay, so that's going to be red on red, but they're a little bit different shades, so I think that's okay. In fact, I'm going to slide it over onto the yellow a little bit too. Now I'm trying to cover up this little space right there between the the photo and the tags. So it's gonna go like this. There, I like it. That's super cute. And I probably will get some strings to hang up there at the top as well. So down here at the bottom, let's see here. I'm thinking some more tags. Let's try a 1-inch and see what we think. It doesn't hurt to play around. I mean, this was scrap paper anyway, right? Okay, let's see. And that's what it looks like with the 1-inch. So you see the top part, it's getting smaller and smaller each time. Okay, so let's put that like this. And I just want these popping out. Let's do another one in red. Okay, let's see if we like it. Well, I feel like we should do one more in yellow. Let's see, we can arrange them before we tuck them under to be something like that. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's cute and it brings in all of the different colors that we have throughout the layout so that we have all the colors at the top, in the middle, and then at the bottom. So yeah, I really, really like that. Let's see what else we have for embellishing. I brought in this little word sticker that says happy birthday, and I was thinking it can go right there because up here in our paper it says happy birthday, so I don't really think I need to repeat anymore that it's her birthday. The presents and everything speaks for itself. I'll talk about it in my journaling, how this was her 10th birthday, and so I think just having that helps to add to my journaling just a little bit. Okay, so I'll probably have that hanging off. Over here, I would like to bring in some of these vintage Create a Memory stickers. I would like to bring in the red one and maybe the blue one. I'm going to go with gift bags. Take the 2 gift bags off of there. I think I'm going to put those right here. Kind of gives it a little more down there. That's not adhered down yet, so I don't want to quite push it down. And you know what? I could bring in this little green one as well, and I can place it right here. In fact, maybe if I could put that up on a little tiny piece of foam tape, then that would be perfect. Okay, so let me get all of this adhered down. I'll go find some string or ribbons to put in the tags. I'll get all this adhered down and get some foam tape for that, and I'll be right back to show you the finished layout. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's our layout. Everything is adhered down, and I went ahead and added some strings coming out the top of each ribbon, and I thought it was really fun and playful to put the different colors of our color schemes back in, just to add a little bit more of the color in different areas. So I feel like this border is very bright, fun, and vibrant, so I added it to the embellishment areas as well. So the last thing I want to do is bring in my enamel dots and find something that would match. I'm kind of wondering if blue or turquoise would look pretty good. I think I'm leaning more toward blue. So let's see. Which one do I like better? Let's try this one. This blue looks pretty good. Now let's see. I want to take this one and put it right down over here and do like 2, a big one and a small one, kind of trailing off the edge like that. Yep, that's pretty cute. And then up here, I would like to do the same thing. So I'll take 2 more, maybe coming out from the Celebrate, just a tad, oops. In fact, let me get a bigger one since I'm gonna tuck it underneath. Let's see, let's tuck some of it underneath. Yep, and then that medium size one, which fell under, can go right like that. kind of trailing upward on this one and pointing into the photo. Okay, and that's it. I think that's all that of the final touches that I will add. And I'll journal. Oh no, there is one more thing. I want to bring in, I love doing this on my kids' layouts, and that is to bring in the age that they are. So I think I'm gonna go with red and put it right down here, or maybe up here. Let's see. Let's bring in, she was 10. So let's bring in a 1 and a 0. And let's see, yep. I think I'll put it right there. There we go. I love doing that, so I don't have to write that in my journaling if I don't want to. And that's just added more red down there, which I'm totally happy with. I think overall it looks very balanced in color, and I love the placement of my border. I have to say I was a little bit nervous because of the width. I like this design. It's, you know, that half and half really works well with my brain. So there we go. That concludes our second layout. Come back tomorrow and I will have layout number 3 ready for you. Okay, thanks everybody. Take care and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.